Force Friday, the day Star Wars products go on sale in what's expected to be one of the biggest merchandising events ever. Ben, is the Force with you today?
It absolutely is, yeah. Very excited today. Yeah, the film, of course, morning to you. The film isn't out until December, but it hasn't stopped anyone getting in and cashing in on that hugely popular franchise. Now, some shops open at midnight to deal with the rush. It's a sign of how big the merchandising business has become for the toy industry. Well, more than a quarter of all toy sales in the UK last year were these so-called licensed products. It means they are branded products that have to be approved by the license holder or the film company. Now, in the UK, that's worth about £785 million. There we go. But with a global film like Star Wars, that's expected to be even more lucrative. It's thought Disney will earn more than £3.25 billion from Star Wars even, over the next year alone. Well, let's speak to Kelvin Gardner. He's the boss of the Licensing Industry Merchandisers Association. You deal with all of this sort of stuff day to day. Kelvin, nice to see you. Just talk us through, first of all, how big a business this is. We've run through some of the figures there, and it's hard to get an idea of just the scale of the money involved, not only in making the film, but then all the associated products.
Absolutely. Well, we estimate that the UK licensing industry is worth almost $12 billion annually. That's across all the products you can make on movies, TV shows, and so on and so forth.
And the challenge, of course, for the company that wants to make these products is trying to bet on a good movie. And the more well-known it is, so if it's Star Wars, they'll have paid a lot of money to get hold of this license.
There's risk involved in every business decision, but clearly if you back a well-known movie franchise like Star Wars, you'll have more certainty that you're likely to have a positive and profitable result. That's absolutely true.
And then I imagine there's some that are unexpected successes. If you talk about something like Frozen, the people that were buying the licenses to make those products, I guess, didn't really know quite how popular it would be and quite how much money they'd make.
No, well, with a brand new movie, who knows? Like a brand new TV show, who knows? And those who back Frozen, and similarly, the Paddington Bear movie, the British movie, they've done remarkably well. So that was a wise decision by them.
What is it that they're looking for in terms of creating these products? I'd imagine the film has to have a certain appeal, and certainly an appeal to children if you're talking about toys. But then with something like Star Wars as well, there's also a big adult fan base.
Clearly, with the sci-fi in general, Star Wars in particular, there's an adult fan base, there's a collector fan base, so that'll broaden the type of merchandise that can be marketed. In terms of children's films, you never really know until the children see it whether it's going to work. But fundamentally, you need a good story, a good film that engages the audience, so that when the audience see the film, they leave the cinema wanting to relive the movie, and that's in that circumstance, merchandise can be sold.
Really briefly, a word on collectability. Since the 70s, we've spent $20 billion on Star Wars stuff. Are these going to be collectible as well?
Well, the rule, if you buy a Star Wars toy today, leave it in the box, put it on the shelf, never open it, never play with it, and maybe one day it'll be collectible.
Okay, one to watch. Kelvin, thanks very much. That's all from me. More after 8. I'll see you later.